And a warm welcome to Art House. I'm Melinda Kilami. Coming up on this week's episode of the program. The Plus 234 Art Fair comes to town again. We show you what went down. When we join this artist at Quintessence Gallery as he prepares for his solo exhibition. We'll bring you details when Art House returns. Do stay with us.
In the creative art, every generation has its masters.
Plus 234 Art Fair returns with captivating and national creative displays in Lagos.
The Plus 234 Art Fair is a major cultural event in Lagos that specifically celebrates Nigerian creativity. For 2026, the fair is centered around the theme, inclusivity, aiming to bridge the gap between emerging voices and the global art market.
The idea is obviously regional inclusivity, bringing artists into the platform, as many artists from around Nigeria as possible. So we want people to really come in, engage with the artists, with the art. We want people to just come in and just feel relaxed, relaxed in the way in which you can just really appreciate the amazing Nigerian artists that we have. We're so blessed with the quality of our artists, and this platform is for showcasing them. For me, it's just something that's just so obvious, and we just need to start appreciating and supporting these artists more. Because artists, they want to survive, they want to do their craft. This is what they're good at. So we need to support them in having careers in art. So that's what this is about, bringing more people into the ecosystem. And so artists can actually do what they're called to do. This is their calling. Like artists that are doing well, the Nigerian artists who are doing well, they're commanding hundreds of thousands of dollars. So, and these artists have the potential to get there.
The main section features established Nigerian galleries and artists, while there's The Lookout, which is a dedicated space for unrepresented emerging artists.
We traveled across 17 states in Nigeria to discover new artists. As we all know, Lagos is a global arts capital, so we at Plus 234 wanted to go to all the different regions in Nigeria to try and discover artists and also bring them into Lagos so they can interact with the arts market and be a part of the amazing ecosystem that we have been developing over the last few years. It's our third edition, and this year we're hoping to create even more impacts. We have over 500 artists exhibiting at the fair and over, I believe, 1,500 artworks as well. So it's very exciting. I think what I love the most about this fair is how inclusive it is. We have our curators working with a very serious list of categories, thinking about how they're selecting artists. We're looking at their storytelling. What is this artwork saying? We're also looking at their CV. What is their current experience? Because sometimes you also find that more established artists also want to be a part of this fair, even though our main target is emerging artists. And then we also look at, the use of their medium. So even though we have fine arts, we have people using fine arts and using very, very different mixed media options. So we're looking at all of those different things that influence our selection process.
This fair is focused on emerging artists. A lot of the artists here, most of them are young, but emerging does not mean you're young. But usually the artists that we have here are not linked to galleries. So and most fairs internationally are usually in the form of gallery representation. But this fair is different because it's actually direct with the artists. So we really want public to engage with them, encourage them, galleries to also find artists they can work with and take them to the next level. We are a platform to see what's available. Nigerian art has a very, very strong future, and I'm very passionate about, and not just Nigerian art, but Nigerian, this creative economy, this sector, because obviously national theatre as well. I mean that space of, national theatre represents art, film, performing arts. Performing arts is another area where we need to really kind of fund and take it to the next levels.
Then the additions. Focus on photography, prints and limited runs to the sculpture garden. Outdoor installations at the EPAC entrance.
I'm from northern Nigeria, I'm from Kaduna State, and it's important that my work sort of documents and speaks about the entire situation and what's going on around there. Hence why you can notice that there's a little bit of difference between what I am doing and what every other artist is doing. There's been a lot going on in northern Nigeria. I'm not trying to glorify violence or make the lives of the people who have. I'm not trying to beautify it, I'm just trying to document it and make sure that we all witness it. The regular question a lot of people have been asking are why are the faces hanging above us? So as much as I'm interested in non-conventional forms of display, I'm also interested in when memory and grief intersect. Memories are good things. You hang them on the wall, your wedding photo, your kids graduating from school, you hang them on the wall. But when you lose a loved one, that grief always hangs above you. So that's the basic energy behind it. That's why I wanted my audience, once they walk into the booth, they needed to look up and see the works and feel the energy of the lives of these said people peering back at them. Why are there so much colors? Before the first words were spoken, the first colors were seen. Even as a child, before you said your first words, you saw the color of your mother's skin, you saw the color of your home. So color was always an easy way for me to be able to describe the lives of these people.
Actually, I titled this piece Negro Chronicle. So this piece is actually negotiating the fact that 3 different elders are actually reminiscing with their past life experience, what they actually faced during their youthful age, trying to think about the anticipation about what the old age is all about, what they either being rich or being poor, achieving their goals and all of that. So that's basically what they are looking at, and the piece itself is trying to observe with the audience, trying to look at us and seeing how we are spending our time in general, you get. So, and I was very, very particular about the details on this piece, the wrinkles and the expressions on their faces. You could see someone that actually passed through the extent of time and all of that, the trousers, and I gave it this African look. My choice of this background is my love for ornament. So that's why I actually impeached it inside this.
I grew up as the son of a soldier. I grew up in the barracks. So seeing the life of a soldier, now living outside barrack, comparing the life of a soldier and the life of civilian is way more different. So the need for letting people see the other side of the military people, that's why I started to make my practice be about the soldiers. So my painting is not just a military art, it's psychological art. I try to talk about their life and the aftermath of what they've seen, just like the residue of war, family and pain. So for this body of work, I represent pain, trauma and resilience with shadows and silhouette style. And the main character, the main figure, I represent them with the military men and with my impasto style, giving it a clear definition to pain, struggle and hardship. Being a man, you have to be strong and all.
Every element was carefully curated to provide viewers with a memorable experience, ensuring that the theme of inclusivity was felt in every corner of the fair.
Way better than before. We have parents supporting their children now, coming from experience of myself. My parents supported me, right? Unlike before where they think that artists are like poor, but it's getting better and I know we'll do better in times to come.
Well, it's quite nice to see that there are a lot of people, a lot of young people. So it's quite optimistic for the art world. It's very encouraging.
I've lived in Nigeria all my life, and it's nice to see how art has been growing in Nigeria. It brings people together. It's beautiful to see how many people have showed up on the first day of the event today, and just to see how art has been changing over the years in Nigeria and how good it is. Yeah.
This year's fiesta may have come to an end, but the energy will linger in the hearts of our community until the next edition.
That's an art fiesta which never disappoints. Thumbs up to the crew. Now we go behind the scene to see the works of art being created by this artist, but we'll be giving you the details when Art House returns in a moment. Do stay with us.
Our wordsmith for today is titled Music in My Heart 3. Music in my heart, my honey-coated tunes to your ears, come not from the twisting of my tongue, nor from the mere movement of my mouth. It is from the heart, my heart, pumping all its fluids, issuing all its feelings, in celebration of our interlocking embrace. Your sight, the smiles melt me. I glow in those sparkling eyes and shiny skin, and the fragrance of evenly presence gives me the pitch of these booming baritones. You love to hear my singing. Mine, you are the music. It's your song. You are the feeling. You are this preferred fragrance. You are the stimulating strings and notes. You are my love, my light and my life. You are the music in my heart.
And these are the works of art you sent in recently. Let's begin with Gift Nwoko's work, which is titled The Decision. The first in the series is done with acrylic on canvas. Then the Great Rooster is Ayola's aluminium scrap on board piece. This oil on canvas work is called Thought by Tunde Abiodun. He says your mindset creates your reality, shapes your actions, and defines your happiness. Aino Felix has a dialogue stock exchange series done with acrylic on textured canvas. Then the magic of the scarf is a pastel work done by Art de Khalid. Then Joseph Awa has this wooden work of art. Bukola Orioye has this mixed media on canvas piece called We Feed on Hope. Then music is the shaping of the invisible and the voicing of the unspoken. That's how Uba Emmanuel describes this piece, which he calls Melody Creators, done with oil on canvas. Then Tomiwa Adelagun wraps things up with this mixed media on canvas piece called The Power of Rest, a moment to recharge. And those are the works of art you sent in recently. We appreciate you for sending them in and encourage you as always to keep them coming. Cultural memory, identity, and transformation through painting is what this artist explores in his body of works. Art House caught up with him at the Quintessence Gallery in Lagos, where he's preparing for his solo exhibition, Efik Elegance.
In the world of contemporary African art, the fusion of history and canvas takes center stage. This month, as renowned artist Timi Kakanda is set to unveil his latest body of work, Efik Elegance, at the Quintessence Gallery in Lagos.
This exhibition is born out of a study about my traditional cultural attires and studying how we dress the way we dress. The historical background of our dressing brought me to the Onyonyo, which is still a dressing from the riverine part of Nigeria. And going through historical books, I discovered that the dress culture of the Niger Delta people was actually brought by the Portuguese in the 17th, 18th century. And doing that broad study, I now discovered that the Onyonyo, which is a ceremonial dance of the Efik people, has that same background. And the beauty of it attracted me to do a body of works to depict that dress culture.
The exhibition focuses on the iconic Onyonyo, the voluminous ceremonial gown that symbolizes the nobility of Efik women. Here's a look at the inspiration behind the brush.
The exhibition is not just about beauty, but it's about introspection. It's about letting people get to know the root of their culture. A lot of young people of today just see the dress culture of the people of the Niger Delta and assume that this is how it has always been. A lot of people don't know that this dress culture was actually brought by the Portuguese in the 17th century, and a lot of materials were exchanged for this cultural dress. So all of this pushed forth this exhibition.
The detailed embellishment and majestic bearing symbolizes feminine nobility and presence.
This body of work has been on for 3 years now. For 3 years, I've been playing with the ideas in my head. For 3 years, I've been doing research. For 3 years, I've been building the theme for this work and developing the works steadily. So the works didn't just emerge out of the blue. It has been through a process of study, through a process of physical performances, so much that I had to not just look at the depictions from afar, but I also had to organize a closed unit where the Efik people, a few of the Efik people wore the attires and performed live. So it has been a process of developing this body of works.
In his paintings, he uses brilliant colors, brush work, and rich textures to reimagine this heritage. Coral beads, floral motifs, and layered fabrics go beyond being simply decorative.
Naturally, my works are colorful. I have a style that depicts our culture in very colorful forms. But this particular exhibition made me to do a lot of motifs, a lot of floral designs that is patterned according to the cultural dressing of the Onyoyo.
At the heart of this work is the Efik woman. Adornment is more than display, it is power. Here, elegance is authority and beauty is a language. Through Kakanda's brush, history is embodied, performed, and made brilliantly alive.
All of the works stand out so much, and I love them. And the two behind me that you can see, while seated there, I've been admiring the works, admiring it, and it's so hard to even let them go. I love all of them. There's so much of me that has been put into the work. So there's no one that I'll say is a strong anchor or is the strongest in all of the works. Yeah, all of them are beautiful and I love them all.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching Tim prepare for his show, and I'm so looking forward to seeing it later this month. There's more where that came from, but that will be on the next episode of Art House.
Next week on Art House. It's Women's Month, and so the female artists are having their day in the sun with this group exhibition at My Dream Gallery. Then African creative industries convening focus on the role of culture, storytelling, and creative expression in shaping Africa's youngest children and future generations. More people need to enjoy the ingenious in the Nigerian art scene, so do share, view and like our page for everyone to experience this bundle of talents.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show is not on television. Interact with us on our various social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on our website or YouTube page. Join our very interactive Facebook page by joining the group on Art House on Channels. We're everywhere.
So the women get their day in the sun next week on Art House, so you definitely won't want to miss that. And remember, you can see this and other episodes of the program just by visiting our YouTube page. That's Art House Today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Melinda Akinwami.